peoples out there. What's good? Welcome back to the channel. We're talking about a crazy scenario out here in this world. We are talking about another one of those crazy things, Black Outrage number 13. This is a serious situation too because we got a black woman who was attacked by some wicked dudes and they was crazy and I don't know what, the story is so crazy. You don't know if one of them was LGBT or it's a weird little scenario that went down. And a black woman was attacked by some weird dude and she was trying to get a parking spot. But as you can see, it turned into her getting smacked around. They apparently was blocking the actual spot to park your car. They was putting garbage cans and sitting in. Oh shit! I'm not public. What the fuck? Oh, that was public, man. Oh, that's right. If you go public, it go public at that moment. So now we public. So what's up? Welcome back to the channel. We only 1 minute in. I appreciate y'all coming to the channel, checking us out. We're a little early today. I was gonna wait till 7:30, but I was like, nah, I don't feel like waiting like that. We're going right now. It's the subject matter. It's a black woman that was attacked in New York, and there's a lot of black outrage over such a situation. She was up there kicking it with her boyfriend or her family members. Actually, she was just driving around the block trying to find a parking spot. And when she couldn't find one, she went around the block like 30 minutes, like a half hour. And then she said when she finally stopped, somebody was there. And they was basically stopping her from parking her car, trying to jump and stop her, move their body to the physical place where she was at so she couldn't park her car. So it was kind of rough for the lady, you know what I'm saying? She was mad and going through it and wasn't nothing she could do about it because that's what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like some people that was on the block already, like neighbors and whatnot. So them being disrespectful to her like that, she didn't know what to do. She was just trying to deal with it, but they was actually playing with her. So she had to jump out the car. And when she jumped out the car, she got attacked. Motherfucker was ready to whoop her ass. And this is an area in New York that's not black. And that's why it's like really a lot of outrage and a lot of problems about it because, you know, other cultures come to the black community and whatever they do, park their car, hang out, talk, don't nobody beat their ass. And for somebody to get their ass kicked for trying to park their car in a non-black neighborhood, it's a problem. So I'm gonna let you hear what the lady got to say about it.
Days ago, some people had jumped me over a parking space. It was racially motivated because they kept pulling my hair, calling me racial slurs such as monkey and a slave and things like that. But over here, I got basically jumped over a parking space, and it's just very a traumatic situation. So basically, I was getting off of work, and I had pulled up to try and park. And the guy, he basically used the trash can to like block me from parking. So I had left. I was just avoiding confrontation because I had already had a long day at work and things like that. So I circled around the block like 3-4 times, and then I came back because it's been like 30 minutes. And then I told him, I'm like, you can't hold a parking space like that, especially if you're not even in the car, you're just holding it with trash cans. So after that, the competition grew. He got very like erratic, like very like, he just became like, it was no 0, like it was no 0, 5, 10, it was just 0 to 100. Like he blew up really fast. And then after, the video actually started when the person came downstairs and they attacked me. But way before that, it was just me, the old lady, and the man arguing. And as soon as he came downstairs, he was the one that attacked me.
And wow, who's this guy?
He was the one only one that helped. He gave me water and everything after the situation.
Yeah, I feel too bad, but I can do nothing.
Yeah, he could barely walk. So everybody in the comments saying that he didn't help. He could barely even walk. So I don't wrong him at all.
I feel too bad.
Okay, thank you. If you're not here before 5 o'clock, there's basically no parking. And everybody over here works. Everybody has a job because it's New York. You have to keep up, keep living. So me coming off of work, I always never find any parking. Parking is like a hassle. I'll be here circling the block for hours looking for parking, and I just won't find. I'll have to wait till 3 o'clock in the morning for somebody to move out the space to get a parking spot. That's how bad it is. It's speculation that I dropped charges, and I didn't drop charges. I heard that they were trying to press charges against me. So me and my family are taking basically we're taking full law action. Karma's gonna come, and And I like how the community, it even brought the community together more, even as a whole. So it just, things
What's up, Nancy? What's up, Gear Jammer? What's up, Alex? I see y'all on the list.
happen for a reason. Thank you for the support. I really think everybody's for the support because I didn't even expect it to even get this big or go viral. So I really thank everybody for the support. It really means a lot to me. So yeah.
Make sure y'all hit the like button too. We need that like button beat up. Yo, well, we see right from the horse's mouth what she went through. You know what I'm saying? And it's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of black outrage over all of that scenario because the girl didn't mean no harm. She just looking for a parking spot. We all have done that and dealt with that. Here she is getting off work just like everybody else, but her being a black lady, it's a little bit less understanding. People really feel like they can abuse her and physically overpower her and shit like that. And she seems like a nice girl. She just getting off work, going home like everybody else. But obviously it made some people mad and they ready to slap the hell out of her. And she got to defend herself. That's really the whole point of it. It's like, you know, at this point, you got to defend yourself because these people don't feel like they feel like it's okay to attack you and ain't nobody going to come to your defense. You know what I'm saying? That's not the only attack that happened in Brooklyn. There's a lot of shit going down in New York 12 days ago, 7 days ago. You're seeing a lot of shit that's going down. It looked like an MTA worker was assaulted out there. It's a big city with a lot of shit going on, a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, certain scenarios get highlighted. This particular one got highlighted because she was in a white neighborhood. She lived in an area, and she said that after living in this neighborhood, her actual person who runs the building gave her a different apartment because they know she got to come back home tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. And if you got to confront these people again after pressing charges, it's just going to be another big ass situation. But then who going to protect you the next time? You know what I'm saying? You're a female, you got to come home. So the manager of the building that she lived in on that block gave her another apartment, and that's great. That's good for her. Ninja playback was good. So I think that that's a good thing for the young lady to at least have somebody help her out and get her in a position where she's not actually dealing with, you know what I'm saying, somebody trying to attack her, because who want to deal with that? You know, work already is enough stress. You got to ride back to the crib. And then you can see right here that she said when this guy walked up, he just immediately attacked her. She said that her own self, grabbing her hair, calling her racial slurs. It's like, damn, what the fuck? She just even said it. She said he walked right up, snapping on her. And, you know, she said she get out telling them, like, why y'all blocking the spot with a garbage can? But, you know, that's what people do. You know, people do that in certain cities, certain areas, certain places, whereas, you know, no parking. Motherfuckers just pull their shit right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And then now, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if she was in a car with two black dudes and they was sitting in the car with her, they would have never did that. Because they would have looked at it and said, oh, shit, let me not fuck with these dudes because it could be on. Or if they would have got confrontational, it probably would have just turned into a bad scenario. You know what I'm saying? So it's real crazy. New York, big cities like that, it's a lot of stuff that go on. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, y'all. Let me know where y'all from too, man, because we sitting on here. You know what I'm saying? We about almost 10 minutes deep. Where y'all from? I'm shouting out y'all towns. If you hit me up where y'all from, hit the like button, share the message. This Black Outrage 13. I'm Hood. We hitting y'all up. You know, the scenario in Brooklyn has been going viral. So it's like, you know, we got to protect our women, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, she's out there in the neighborhood. She's thinking like, you know, that's another scenario where you're thinking like you're going to move into a quiet neighborhood, a calm neighborhood that's not where you're from, and you're going to just sit there and chill. But just other cultures that don't really give a fuck about black folks like that. And especially if you're on their turf, if you in their hood, if you sitting on their block around them, motherfuckers ain't got to treat you nice. Motherfuckers ain't got to be friendly, especially who gonna come to your rescue. You move way away from where you from, other side of town. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, what the hell you gonna do? What's up, Unusual? The channel, Young Saint. All right, Young Saint. We'll see what's up with you one of these days. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like, you know, that it seems like that's the only real story about it, because I thought it was more stories about it, because but I don't see too much more about it other than that one. But that must have been the major one that went out about her, because it definitely happened to her and she got beat up messing around, you know what I'm saying, out there in some area of Brooklyn. But Brooklyn is big, you know, they say Brooklyn is like the size of Chicago. So that means a lot of people could fit inside that little town, you know what I'm saying, even though it's a borough and it's separated from the rest of the other boroughs, but it's still a big ass borough, you know what I'm saying. So living in that borough and getting around that borough, you can actually see how it could be dangerous to somebody, you know what I'm saying, especially by yourself. So you might have to move with people that fuck with you, move with people who got your back. You know what I'm saying? You know, you come into a house where there's no parking, but you got a car. You know what I'm saying? So imagine parking 3 blocks away, 3, 4 blocks away, 5 blocks away, and you got to walk back to the crib. You're tired as hell. And then as you start walking back to the crib, you're seeing parking spots that being opened up closer to your crib. Now, do you run back and get your car? Or do you keep walking to the crib and say, I just got to walk back in the morning to my car? Your car like 5 blocks away. Then you walk back to the car. Next day, it's got stickers on it or some shit on it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You might have slept late, didn't have to work the next day, and you got to walk back to your car. You're like, what the fuck they put on my car around here? Or they had a street cleaning you didn't see. Now it's a ticket on your shit. And it's like, damn, it's a ticket on my shit. What the fuck? I didn't even see this street cleaning sign. I was tired as hell last night. So these neighborhoods you want to live in, they cool. But it don't always come with a party. You know what I'm saying? It could actually come with some craziness. You know what I'm saying? James Powder said Dixon Cider. Never sure, not know what that is, man. You know what I'm saying? But the girl had to fight her way out of that scenario. The guy was ready to smack the hell out of her. You see them getting aggressive. You see her in the middle of it, going into a real battle with some strangers. You know what I'm saying? Now the 2 dudes got arrested. That's what I saw. That's the news one I saw, but I don't see it up here no more. Those 2, the guys got arrested for jumping out. You know what I'm saying? Those 2, they was men. You know what I'm saying? The 2 people arrested, they said one was like a transgender or something, but I don't know if that's accurate. But it was 2 people that jumped the girl. You know what I'm saying? And then she was able to fight her way out of it, but obviously she got to deal with, you know, the pain from getting jumped on. And plus, it's a damn viral story. So now her story go out there to the world of somebody jumping the hell out of you over a fucking parking spot. I think you got somebody actually got the footage of the whole thing right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it to y'all real quick. You could actually see the whole thing play out right now, right here on the fucking line. Let me see if I can start it. Let's go.
I couldn't try.
Are they showing
Oh,
it to
that I was getting hit in the head and everything. I was just trying to defend myself.
Cell phone video
All right. Okay. Yeah. It's playing, but it's not giving it to y'all. Damn.
shows 21-year-old Jada McPherson taking blow after blow.
It just all happened so fast. Her gender was... I couldn't tell that I was getting hit in the head and everything. I was just trying to defend myself at the time.
Let's see that again.
I couldn't tell that I was getting hit in the head and everything. I was just trying to defend myself at the time.
Cell phone video shows 21-year-old Jada McPherson taking blow after blow.
It just all happened so fast. Her agenda was to pull my head. That was their main agenda. Like, it's 3 against 1, and I'm like 130 pounds, barely.
The fight started over an issue New Yorkers know all too well.
Parking is like hard to find.
McPherson says she was returning home from work when she was trying to park her car on Putnam Avenue near Onderdunk Avenue in Ridgewood, Queens, Monday evening.
The guy, he came and put a garbage can behind my car to like prevent me to park. I circled the block like 3-4 times. I came back and I'm like, it's been like 30 minutes and you're still here.
A verbal altercation with a man and 2 other women, police identified as Andrea Dimitru and Sabrina Starman.
I'm not gonna lie, I called her an immigrant, but she called me a slave and she called me a monkey.
Quickly turned violent. Medics treated McPherson at the scene and arrested Dimitru and Starman. Neighbors say they are family and there have been issues with them holding parking spots for years.
It's not worth fighting. But across the street with the garbage cans, they're trying to hold the spot. He sits there monitoring it, and that's what happened.
I just heard, I heard voices and looked out the window and saw arms flying. If you're coming home at rush hour, it can take like up to an hour to find parking.
McPherson says she's ready to put this tragedy behind her and has even found a lesson through it all.
It gives you a different look at life. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, certain things, it's just, you just have to like let it be.
Police have charged 45-year-old Andrea Dimitru and 21-year-old Sabrina Starman with assault. Authorities are still looking for a 3rd individual.
I couldn't tell that I was
So
getting
that
hit
just
in the-
lets you see right there that she was in the whole debacle. You can call that a debacle right there because you ride up on somebody that's doing something you don't even know that this person got 3-4 people posted up around that's going to attack you. That's only their job. Their job is not to talk. Their job is not to kick it. If you get indignant, if you say something, then their job is just to come swinging. Luckily, they got arrested, but you could hear the neighbors say, yo, and that was the same guy from the earlier video that had the crutch. He's just a neighbor that's out there watching the whole thing, but he had surgery on his back, or he fell some kind of way, so he couldn't do no physical interaction. So he just brought her water or whatever and helped at the end. But when it came to the fight, she was by herself. And you see it was 3 people, 2 men and a female. They arrested 2 of them but didn't get the last guy. He on the run. Now you jumping somebody on a fucking parking spot, you gonna run from the police like you a real murderer or you a real robber that stole from a damn Brinks truck or something like that. Come on, man, hit the like button if you think dude crazy for beating somebody up and then running. Like what? You gotta go to jail and whoop everybody ass, nigga. What the hell? But you know they don't be having that in their guts like that. It just be some craziness. And then shit, black girl in the neighborhood, they probably already got their personal vitriol. 145, 121. That's an odd couple like a motherfucker. But 145, 121, how y'all kicking it? But they family. So they in the same crib. So it's like this the job. We gotta have this parking spot when Tina get off work. So we making sure ain't nobody parking here all day. So that's just like we on the stoop chilling. Anybody park here is on. And so, and you know, you're going to end up running into a real problem because somebody going to either be a carry person or somebody going to be like, hey, I'm coming back around here with my people and we finna get on. But they probably got a gun in the crib or something like that that make them feel like they extra tough. You know what I'm saying? So they don't mind hurting somebody or getting in somebody's face because they got a little gun or something to keep them protected. But at the end of the day, it's just not right. You know what I'm saying? Trying to beat the hell out of somebody over a parking spot. You're going way beyond the Call of Duty over parking. Like, come on, man, parking? They got you going like this? It's like, and then the men say, yo, every day you could be an hour of parking. Y'all live in a real bogus neighborhood, but I think you knew that when you pulled up to pay for the first apartment, you know, the monthly rent. Like, yo, you knew what you was getting your hands on. You knew what it was. Dude them probably told you when they was telling you about the crib, like it ain't no parking over here. But in New York, a lot of people use cars and a lot of people use the train. So it's like, it's a mix, depending on probably how far you work or how long you've been in the city or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But now you got to get over here to home from work. You park the car and the motherfucker run outside, knock you upside your head. Dink, 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 get this damn car out the way. You like, what the fuck just happened with these motherfucking people? So, you know, no female should have to go through all that stuff, you know, get jumped on coming off work, you know what I'm saying? She probably ain't even getting paid all that kind of money. And then you got to be in there probably getting talked down to at the job by somebody. And then you get at the gig and get home and you can't get to the house before you get your head knocked off. All over parking. All over finding somewhere to park your car. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard a lot of people don't even drive in New York. They be like, nah, because it's just too much stress. It's too much shit. I'm on the train. But you know, it's a lot of stress can happen to you on the train. New York be going down. It goes down. It's a big city. I think they said like 11 million people crammed into one little town, one little city. So it's like all kind of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Going crazy, you know what I'm saying? All in one city. So you never know what could go down. Any moment, anything could happen, you know what I'm saying? And for her to be a woman just trying to go home and go to work, you see that, hey, it's not always a pretty issue. You could get your ass out there and get hurt. So I think that she probably learned a good lesson too, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be so eager to move so far away from your people and go all the way over here across town in neighborhoods you consider in your brain to be clean and clear and stress-free, or no niggas, there ain't nobody gonna do shit to you, because that's not the world. The world is not inside your brain. It doesn't confer to your fears. So everything you thinking, that ain't exactly what real life is. You know what I'm saying? It's just in your thoughts. So then you get over there and then you dealing with all this shit that you could have stayed in your hood. You could have paid that same rent somewhere. It might have been more black people. It might have been more whoever culture that you trying to get away from. And then you get over there, but you know, you still, nobody bothering you. Ain't nobody on your heels. Ain't nobody messing with you. They ain't making your comfort bad. It's like, this is home. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they be seeing that as like, I'm gonna get money and I drive over here, it looks so clean, it looks so pretty over here, man. I can finally afford to pay over here. Let me pay this money and get my ass over here. And then here come the bullshit. That always has been like a little fear for me. Like finally you get somewhere and then here come the motherfucking sheriff and shit. Like, yeah, we got a problem with you. You moved over here. Like, yeah, I just bought this house. I love it. Yeah, we don't like you. Me and my 3 deputies gonna fuck with you. I know I make movies and it seemed like a movie I did, and this exactly is. But that's what it comes down to, because you be thinking to yourself, like, what would happen if I left the hood, if I left the black neighborhood, if I left completely from this environment and I'm living in an environment I ain't from, maybe in another state, you know what I'm saying? Maybe in a farm environment, or maybe in a little small town, or maybe in a big city. You know what I'm saying? But you be wondering, like, what the fuck am I gonna do if I get there and then it don't be right, it don't be nice? You dealing with racism. The truth said, right to BS, right to bees. So I don't know. We have to, you know, kind of they still expand. You can't stay where you're from. You can't stay locked in to a block or to a neighborhood. You still got to jump out there and go live life and go see what it is, and you got to deal with what comes down the pipeline. You know, obviously, I don't think she thought that moving to this neighborhood was going to ultimately be you running into some people trying to jump you over a parking spot. But who does know anything? Who knows what life is going to be anyway? No, none of us do. You know what I'm saying? So we have to try to protect our people, though. That shouldn't happen to nobody over no parking spot. It's just parking. You know what I'm saying? It's just parking your car and getting back out the car and walking down the street. The car gonna sit there all night. Everybody's car sitting out here. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no big ordeal to be tripping over somebody because they got their car parked. But dude, them got to sit in jail right now, and they got to deal with that. They got to figure out bond. They got to figure out lawyers. It might get assault. They're gonna throw it away on a misdemeanor. It's not gonna be like no real crime, but it is gonna be inconvenience to have to show up in court. Had to go downtown, had to deal with it, had to be embarrassed when they call you up to the front to awesome, what you in here for? I jumped somebody over a parking spot. You know, judge calling your case out, reading it all out loud and shit. They probably did with you right then and there. You want to plead to this right now? Yes, I plead not guilty, whatever it is. And you go, so it's a little embarrassment that you got to go through, but will that deter them from doing it again? Will that stop them from being on dummy again when they see somebody else pulling up at 6:20 p.m. and it's like, yo, this lady trying to park right here, but I'm like, ain't none of that parking shit right here. We gotta hold this spot for 10 and she get off work in 30 minutes. I ain't finna have none of this. Nah, ain't none of this. You know what I'm saying? Because all that shit can turn violent, man. It's hot outside. It's you know, people coming home, they're tired and shit. It's fucking a lot of bullshit can happen. You know what I'm saying? It's the summertime. It's like, don't start that. You know what I'm saying? Going in the crib. I don't think nobody should be blocking a parking spot if you're not literally in a car. If you're just a human and you standing outside, motherfucker, somebody could just run you over. Like a physical car could hit you and fuck your legs up. Now you gotta go to court like, you should have saw me. I ain't have to see your ass. I'm in a car. I'm looking for vehicles. And if you're a fucking person standing there, but that's what people go out for. You bet not hit me. I'll be able to sue you and all of the shit that come down that. You know what I'm saying? So sitting on or putting a thing in the middle of the street and putting your body all out there, that's really just fake. You know what I'm saying? They just believing that you ain't gonna do nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what the whole thing is. So if you ever cross the line and do some shit to that motherfucking ass, it could be bad for you. So I think the girl had to probably take that one on the chin, and then she learned something at the whole total end. She said, look, a lot of this shit that you would go through in life, it's like avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go park somewhere else and go your ass in your crib and go to bed. Like, do not try to interact with people and shit that want to turn instantly violent. Now y'all spewing negative statements at each other, and then they turn up on your ass. And then it's like, oh shit, yo, what's up, hey? And it's like, what's she supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? She a girl that taught us something. You know, you could talk shit to your people, you could talk shit to your friends, maybe you could talk shit to strangers, a few of them, but then there's some people you talk shit to and they're ready to kick your ass and don't give a damn how you look at it. Like, you know what, that's just bad on you. Watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? We're not on the internet, you're not on a phone call, this is right face to face. I don't care if I gotta go to jail, we punched you in your mouth though. You know, so some people got that mindset where it don't matter if they actually gotta take one for the team for their actions. It's like, I don't care. At least I got my point across. At least I punched her in the jaw. Or at least I kicked her in the stomach. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got a story this time. We talking about this black outrage number 13. This black woman from Brooklyn got jumped on by they look white or Italian or something like that in the neighborhood that she's from in New York, and she got jumped on trying to get a parking spot. So her being a female being jumped on by two men and a woman, it made a lot of noise, and it need to, because you know, and then you know the guys. I don't know if y'all seen that. It was a lot of protests in front of her apartment. But I don't know. I can't. A lot of the videos related to this, I can't find them no more. But
Hey
the
guys,
next
I'm
day,
giving away.
the next day, it was a lot of motherfucking protests in front of her actual apartment over the fact that she got jumped like that. You know what I'm saying? The black dudes was out there with the motherfucking all that shit like this. You know what I'm saying? The bullhorns and shit like, yo, we trying to shut you down. And woody woo. But I think the people were still in jail at the time. They probably went the next day. You know what I'm saying? After the video went viral. But like I said, I don't exactly see the exact video from that, but it was on here. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, maybe they took it down because those guys was out there trying to start some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nobody to really start shit with. So, but they was filming. And they went all the way over there and stood in front of the building. And just was like, yo, what's up? You know, ain't nobody out there going to do nothing the next day. Because the people in question was in jail. So they wasn't there to fight with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it just happened like that. Yo, hit that like button. I appreciate the likes going in. Keep it going. Transformer Talk Raw. Hello, random fellow. God bless. The man came on my channel and called me a random fellow. That one I gotta dig deep in my brain about. It seemed as if you would be the random fellow coming on my channel. But it's all good. But the most important point is, man, protect the ladies. Try to, if you can, you know, try to give them a little guidance too about trying to act tough and jumping out on people. Man, I got an aunt and she always liked to road rage with folks. And my brother told me one time he was out with her and somebody cut her off and she was road raging with a person. There was another female in the car that she was road raging with, and the person was mean and they was, I guess, yelling at each other. And then I guess they both said, pull over. And my auntie literally pulled over, and my brother sitting in the passenger seat like, what are you doing? And the girl, instead of jumping out the car, she pulled up back to the driver's side and showed a gun. And then she drove away. And I was saying to myself, like, why my brother told me this? I'm like, my auntie like 71. So I'm thinking like, wait a minute, she was finna shoot auntie? But they don't know who in the car. So her mindset is y'all tussling over this vehicle shit and I'm strapped. So, but now she look in the vehicle and sees an old lady and keep going. And I'm tripping to myself like, my bro told me this. I'm like, man, auntie this is not 1959. This ain't 1989 or 99. It's like, it could go down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you gotta be careful. And this, you know, you just don't know who you're gonna run into, what time it's gonna be, what mindset they in at that moment, and you pull up and now you got some kind of endeavor that you can't get yourself out of. So this girl with this parking situation, somebody blocking a parking spot, she had to learn a valuable lesson. What's more important? What's more important? Your parking spot or your life or your pride? I had to stand up. I am not gonna let nobody take a parking spot from me. The way I was raised is you don't take anything from me. All that stuff can get you pound, 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 and then a person get to go to court and be like, I just love God now. I made a mistake, but I really just love God. And everybody be like, they changed. They really love God. Meanwhile, you in a ditch, dead. So you done met God himself already. So it's like a lot of stuff you gotta just let it be. You gotta just move over and just move away from it and don't even let it affect you, because what can you control? Only yourself. Now she got punched in the face. I see Regina sliding in. She got punched in the face by 3 people. They get a little bull crap of assault. The people gonna say, yeah, this gonna fall off your record in 6 months as long as you don't do no more crime. It's over with. That's it. Go away. Now you just walking around like every time you fall asleep, you feel a little knot on the side of your face like, that's right, when I got punched about 2 weeks ago. Ooh. But you can't revenge, you can't do nothing. So this is, again, man, lessons we all gotta learn. We ain't nobody knowing it all. Ain't no booklet or no manual on living life and what's the best steps to take. We all just living life, so you don't really know what to do, you know what I'm saying? But I would say, you know, again, my fear is moving into somebody's neighborhood and then they pull some shit like that, and now I'm the black dude with the dreadlocks, they go to jail. Or, you know, it's like these are the confrontations and situations and circumstances you can find yourself in. And it's like, I don't even like that shit. You know, I don't even want to be in no crap like that. It's like, not really no shit. I don't want to be in no shit, but I mean, little small little dabbles like that, it's like, damn, why is this happening? Like, what am I even, how did I get myself in this shit this afternoon? Like, get the fuck away from me. I'm not finna argue with you about a goddamn parking spot. And that's really what you turn into when you get a certain age. It's like, oh, they blocking parking spots. I'm just gonna keep going. Because you already know where that goes. And then now you huffing and puffing. Your knee scraped up because you had to hit the ground hard as hell on some kind of moment to tussle this person up off you and shit. You got a scratch on your fucking face and shit that's visible as hell. You all in the mirror like, fucking scratch the shit out of me, man. And so all that stuff is just for nothing. And then here come the police. They want to arrest you because they got the information from them first. Yeah, she did this and she did that. Oh shit, now here come with the head. Turn around. I said turn around. You like, wait, let me tell you what, none of what they said was true. It's just so much bullshit you can get yourself into. So you just see that shit and you just run from it like, nah, I'm not arguing with you because I ain't getting it. No beef, no dramas. I mean, I'm massively older, so you know, I ain't saying that you can't do that. Because when I was young, I did this shit. But at this age, I don't. You know what I'm saying? So even having like an argument with a person, you don't even, if it's not my lady, it's not happening. We're not even arguing over who better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan. I'm just going off of whatever you believe. Thumbs up. Now hit the like button, because that's what I need. I need more likes. And y'all need more dope conversations like this, dope shows to watch. Hey, thank you for hitting it too. I saw that quick activity right there. That was ninja thumbs. I call that ninja thumbs. When you hit like that, not too many people got ninja thumbs. So, but I know my people over here do. So, but that's crazy, man. So, y'all gotta tell me where y'all from. Y'all gotta tell me what y'all think about this. What would you do if you was in New York and somebody was trying to beat your ass? And they talk about Hispanic migrants. A lot of people call them Hispanic migrants. I don't know if that's true. But it could be.
You would be surprised how many Black Americans support or illegal immigrants. It's actually mind-boggling.
Hey y'all, I've been saying this since day one. We need to be supporting each other. Minorities, people of marginalized groups, we need to be sticking together. What I would recommend to you guys is like, if you're really passionate about helping immigrants and you want to help immigrants out, you need to find, like, I don't know, try to get involved with GoFundMe's and like just try to look in your local community and see who needs assistance and just help them. Because obviously the government ain't gonna do it. We cannot rely on the US government to help undocumented immigrants. Like, they're doing the exact opposite. These people are making it extremely difficult for undocumented.
Boy, y'all sit your stupid ass down. Who the f*** you think you is?
This was a clip that I had to listen to more than once. And I had to actually go and get the right definition of an undocumented migrant. Google says,
One more sexually abused.
Yeah, that dude crazy. I must admit, he sound crazy as hell. How we gonna help the migrants? What the fuck we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a beef with United States. They ain't got no beef with black people. Avi said, I want you to know that the full backstory, because he said, I want to know the full backstory. It's one-sided, supporting black people and the narrative. Hey, that's probably what you believe about slavery too, that it was twisted to believe narratives that black people came over here on their own ideals and they got here and then they was like, man, I don't like this shit, that they wasn't brought here against their will. So you got to kind of go by your own level of understanding.
organization, they may have entered without permission or overstayed a visa. The term undocumented is preferred by many advocacy groups over illegal, as is a seen more humane and less stigmatizing. Key characteristics: they do not possess valid visas, residency permits, or other documentation that allows them to live and work in the country legally. Let's combine undocumented migrants that live in certain cities. Let's say a sanctuary city. A sanctuary city is a municipality that limits or restricts cooperation with federal immigration enforcement efforts. Typically, it's hard for ICE to invade these in parts of the Bay Area like Oakland. I believe even Boston and Denver. These are cities in which a lot of migrants understand that once they get there, it's going to be easier for them to stay there, and they cannot usually get deported despite the fact that they're going to be committing crimes in these places. And that's what's so important for today's conversation. Because in Queens, which is a part of New York City, we have an issue. Certain migrants have been doing everything in Queens, like selling cheeks, clapping cheeks, stealing everything.
They're going crazy on the migrants
And
right
even
now, y'all.
attacking black women. You guys know in Queens there was a situation that happened less than 48 hours ago. A black woman who is a resident of Queens was attacked by 3 illegals over a parking spot. Now, I can't show you the particular video here on TikTok, but you can literally watch this video of 3 people. I believe it is 2 men and 1 woman. One of the men appears to possibly be transgender. They're fighting this black woman over this parking spot, and people are pissed off.
Alright, y'all, so what we have here, we got 3 people, 2 guys and a lady attacking this black lady over a parking spot because she wanted to park and y'all was trying to hold the parking spot. This happened in Queens, 1828 Putnam Avenue, Flushing, Queens. First of all, she's a lady. She's a black lady. And y'all putting y'all hands on her. Let's see y'all have that energy with some black men. When we spin a block, yeah, we want y'all to have that energy with us. Because we're not playing that. The boy, whatever the female, whatever you want to call this person in training, their name used to be Elijah Torres. Their new name is Sabrina Spellman. We not playing with you, Sabrina. We not. We need...
So as you can see right there, man, people in New York is pissed off. It wasn't Brooklyn, actually, it was Queens. I wasn't sure exactly what city or actually borough, but it was Queens, and that's right by Manhattan. So, you know, people would want to live there. You know, Manhattan is right there. You could just cross into the big city downtown, and you're having a good time. So it's a nice little area to live in. But she get into a situation with some people trying to attack her, and all because she was just parking the car. But you see that it is what it is. And AAV said this dude should have never played, the dude should have never put their hands on a woman, though. And that's period. And that's a fact, you know, and that's really what this whole thing is about, because it really don't matter what the color is. She just happened to be the color of us, and that's why we're going to protect her and speak on her behalf. But if she had been any other color, other cultural people from that particular culture is going to speak up on behalf of their females. That's what we do. So regardless if you like black people for whatever they did to you in the past or whatever stigmatism you got in your mind, it don't matter. That's not the conversation. The conversation is a female got affected by some people that's weird. And you got one guy that's trying to be a transgender, like he's trying to actually be a damn female. But she a black female, so he feels that she's less than him. Now how the fuck is that? You a whole goddamn dude trying to be a female, but a black female is less than you in your mind. So now you attack her over a fucking parking spot. She by herself with one person. No backup, no nothing. You know you deep, because y'all take parking spots all the damn time. So you know you deep. You understand what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Tragedy turned triumph. Migrants. How do you know they were immigrants? Because they said so? Well, they had racial conversation about her. You know, when people attack each other, they start screaming about racial shit. That'll give you all the information you need. So you don't have to think that I'm assuming some shit because you came to the channel and you don't want to believe me. That's your opinion. The fucking facts is already out there. So if you do any research, you ain't got to question me. YouTube is open to whoever. Google is. This shit's open to whoever. Put them same words I got in this thing on here, and it'll show you everything you need to know. Because I'm not here to fucking change shit or throw nobody under the bus because of where they from or who the fuck they from. That's their business. It's your actions. It's your actions. Black outrage is mostly about people's actions. It's not about somebody's fucking color or look. What the fuck is that? Oh, I'm gonna be a black outrage because somebody got their hair a certain way, or they wore makeup, or they did something. What the fuck is it? Come on. Use the other side of your brain. It's not that fucking hard to get, my nigga. Tragedy turned triumph. I only heard a black chick bringing up immigrants. Well, she the person who had to fight with them motherfuckers. So that she would know who the fuck was fighting her. Wouldn't you know who was fighting you? Well, who was affecting? Wouldn't you know who was fighting you? You were just gonna look at the person and say, I don't know what the fuck they was. You're gonna know exactly who the fuck was fighting, especially if they was black. You gonna easily and no question say a black person did it. So why is it a problem when she know exactly who the fuck she was attacked by? Whether they was immigrants or fucking midgets or fucking giants or fucking whoever, it don't matter. I'm not being disrespectful, triumph, and tragedy. I'm taking your conversation and I'm utilizing it in words that might not make you feel good, but that's what a conversation is. They're not hugs. They're not stomach rubs. They're conversations. And if you don't like them, you can end the conversation because that's your choice. That's what you control. You don't control my response to a conversation because that's what I control. So if you don't like my response, why are you commenting? You shouldn't even be commenting if you got a nice little cozy conversation that you want to have. Go talk to your girl or go talk to your parents. They'll talk to you all kind of ways that you'd like to be spoken to. But when you come to a man's channel, a man gonna speak the way he want to speak to. And that's the way it's gonna be over here at this channel. So you might as well get your little panties out a bunch. Hey, Ava said, can we see the video or is there only a picture? Yeah, we played the video, my brother, but we're not going to play it more times because this is YouTube and we don't want to overstep our bounds with what they got going on. So we played it already. So you got to actually either look at the playback or you got to Google it yourself because I did that and I was just trying to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? I think you probably need to go get you a female triumph because you really do think everybody ought to be friendly and nice to you, man. It's not, that's, you know, they ain't how the world go. Stop being like that, bro. Come on, big boy moment, all right? Remember, you on the court, you on the bat. This is a football game, all right? Ain't nobody gonna be your boy. Ain't nobody gonna be nice to you. You gotta play or get off the court. That's what it is. Take your ball, go home. We don't care. We still gonna play. That's what it is. I'm one of the dudes on the bat on the court. I ain't your friend like that. I don't care about how you feel. So stop. But yeah, all you gotta do is just check it out on the other side of the YouTube game, and it'll show you more. We played it, but and dude might play it on this video, but again, I don't know what section he going to, and so I'm probably ain't gonna play his whole thing because you don't want to overstep playing somebody's stuff like that. My boy Tragedy said, "You acting like you know how to hold a conversation, but you being disrespectful." Hey, bro, I just read your last statement. You keep standing on this disrespectful thing like I'm supposed to live or act a certain way. I think you probably gonna need to read some books and learn that other people don't give a fuck about your opinion. You need to just read some books, man. It's a lot of books out there that's out there, so they'll teach you how to get over this feeling that other people are supposed to make you feel good. You know, when you go to work every morning, don't nobody care how you feel. You do your job or you go home. This is my job, so I'm not here to care how you feel. I'm just doing me. Yo, Snell Life said, best advice my mom gave me is no one in this world is that important to have a show to hate. Show love forever. That's true. Tragedy turned triumph. Then you over her wondering what she got beat up. Why she got beat up. That was, hey, so you doing the wrong thing, man. You in the comedy game the whole time, but you trying to act like somebody got to be friendly with you, man. It's not like that. We know you tough. As soon as they put like some hot water close to you, you get real mean. I guess that's what's happening to you right now. It must be kind of warm when you like, I get you. Go bite somebody or something, man. Yo, but anyway, old girl got beat up, and ain't nobody playing like that. Black people making their statements, black people making it be known. You ain't putting your hands on sisters. We can handle our own anytime, any day. That's what it is. Men, especially black men, we ain't got no problems handling our own. In 400 years in America, it's not that hard. It's actually okay. You've been trained like this since you was a kid, how to operate. So don't get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. We want to protect our females because a lot of times they don't capture it like that. They might believe that going around other cultures, going around other neighborhoods is a win or what they call it, a come up and all that stuff. And they have to get what you call rude awakenings or what they coined in our culture called the nigga wake up call, where they force you to understand that ain't no friendships other than inside your own culture. And other cultures have that understanding as well. Avi said, plot twist, her parking meter expired and they put coins in their hands to give her while she was bobbing and weaving practicing boxing footwork. So she got it wrong. They weren't trying to beat her up. They were trying to give her the money, and it just kept turning into punches as they was reaching change. That sounded like that could have happened, and I think the news and everybody got it all twisted. But they did have like these dudes out there protesting in front of them, but I don't think they put that up there. I think they took that down because you can't see the protesters in front of her crib no more. You know, she had protesters out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was funny, boy. Yo, but I'm gonna have to dive up off of here, man. I gotta get into the next phase of the evening right now. I want to talk to y'all longer and all that, but I gotta do some other stuff. And I appreciate y'all coming on here. We was deep today. Y'all like, y'all subscribe. After the end of this, it's gonna be a video at the end or at the top right there. You really click on that and go into the playlist from Black Outrage. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the jokes. Thank you for all that stuff, man. It's out. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll holler at y'all either later tonight or tomorrow, man. Peace.